all at Adaptable Survival. What I wanted to get going for us today is we're actually about to ruck in a couple miles to the woods that I normally frequent. I'm just parking at my brother's house right now. It's about two and a half miles away from the woods, so got to ruck some mileage before we get in there. It's about 1:45 right now, so I'm hoping to get out there by 2:45, about 2:30ish. The pack I'm using for this overnighter is a Snug Pack Endurance 40. I've had this pack for a while, just haven't used it. But what I wanted to do before we took off was weight up, see where everything is at dry weight. I have food for the entire day. I do intermittent fasting, so all my calories are usually consumed within a short period, anywhere from 6 to 10 hours. So I have enough food in there to make sure I hit my calories for the day. All right, so as you can see here, we got the Snug Pack Endurance 40 all loaded up and ready to go. I just have a hand scale here. So we got that tart out to 0. Let's see where we're at. So right now, without any water in there, I'm sitting at 29.7 pounds. What I wanted to do with this overnighter was get a gauge how this pack rides with some weight in there. I have a full hammock set up in there, food, everything I'm going to need for the night and to prepare my meals. So let's get this suited up and let's go. All right, so we're all loaded up and ready to go. Let's start rucking into the woods. Alright, so coming up about a mile in, right around 15 minutes or so. So I'm making decent time there with the pace. Main reason why I wanted to ruck in was to see how this Snug Pack Endurance 40 performs when it's loaded up with weight. I've never used this pack before. I bought it a while back off of eBay. So I wanted to load it up because there's no real frame inside of this pack. So I was interested to see how that would carry the weight. Guys, so 2 miles in. It's taking me a bit longer to get in than I was hoping, but seen a few stops along the way that I just had to get on camera. Still got about another half mile, 3/4 of a mile to go. Have to cut through some neighborhoods to get to the tribal land that I use. Being Native American, I get to use my tribe's land pretty much whenever I want. Wish there was a little bit more land available where I'm at, but another tribe that I'm from has a lot more wooded land, so I'm hoping to get up there sometime this summer. All right, guys, so I just hit the woods. Still got a little bit of ways to go to our campsite for the night. So as you can see on the ruck in, I'm not obviously out in the middle of the backcountry or anything like that. Where I'm at in Green Bay, Wisconsin, the United Tribe that I'm a part of doesn't have a ton of wooded land, but they have enough that I can get out and do some overnighters, test out gear, stuff like that. I do plan on going up to the Menominee Tribal Reservation, which is about 45 minutes to an hour north of me. I'm also part Menominee, so as a descendant, I'm able to use that land as well. So I want to try and plan some trips up there because it's definitely a lot more wooded, a lot cooler scenery up that way. But right now I'm about 2.5 miles in, so a little bit longer than I was thinking, but it doesn't hurt to get a 3K in, especially when you're away to do an overnighter. Alright guys, so just stopping real quick to get a little bit of water, bust out my grail. To do so, I rucked in without any water, so I wanted to do that ruck in with some dry weight. It's right at that 29.7 pounds. Surprisingly, that Snug Pack Endurance 40 rode pretty well, considering it doesn't have like a frame sheet or an internal or an external frame, anything like that. So it handled that 30 pounds pretty well. It's a 40-liter pack, and I have that thing pretty much full. Here we go, find ourselves on the Forest Moon of Endor again. Alright, so we got to base camp for the night. It took me a little bit longer to get here than I was intending. Right now it is 3:45, so it took me probably a little over an hour to get here. Did some stops along the way to get some footage for the video, so you guys will see that on the way in. I'm gonna grab a quick snack to kind of get fueled up so I can throw my hammock up for the night. Once I start doing that, I'll bring you guys back in. Alright, so the shelter I'm going to be using tonight is going to be my Eno Sub 7 hammock. I have the Guardian SL bug net to go over it, and then I have my Wise Owl Outfitters Talon straps so we can string it up to 2 trees back here. Main reason I like this hammock is it's really lightweight. I think it's like 6.5 ounces. The bug net I think is about 12-13 ounces, so you're looking at just over a pound for that setup. I am looking for suspension system that's a little bit lighter. I did order some mule tape, so I'm going to try that out, see how that works. If there's any recommendations you guys have for an ultralight hammock setup that has a bug net with it, I'd definitely love to hear that down in the comment section down below. Recently I've been looking at the Warbine Eldorado as well as the Hammock Gears zippered hammock that they offer as well. So if there's any other ones out there that you guys know of, or any lightweight suspension systems out there, definitely drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys use and what I should be checking out. So how I like to set up my hammock is I start off with my talon straps or my suspension system, kind of get that set so I kind of have a gauge of where my hammock's going to lay. So I'm just going to put one of these talon straps on the tree right behind me here. And what I like about these is they're super simple. You just have your one loop on this side. All you got to do is take that strap, run it through that loop, and just flatten it out on that tree, and you're good to go. Really simple too, so you can always adjust easily as well because you got all these different loops here. So with that mule tape that I ordered, I'm gonna try to set up something similar like this and see if I can get it a little bit lighter than what. All right, so let's string up the sub 7. Alright, so why I like that style of suspension system for my hammock is because, as you can see, it's just up pretty high. If I was sitting in here, you know, it'd drop down a little bit, but if I wanted to, I would be able to adjust that up and down. So let's say I put it up too high, I can drop it down a loop or two and be right where I want to be hanging. So something else, how I prefer to hang my hammock, I like to have it a little bit lower, just on the off chance that I roll in my sleep. I don't want to be, falling 2 feet down to the ground. I've never had that happen. It's not to say that that'll ever happen or won't happen. But another reason I like to stay a little bit lower is it'll help cut down on that conductive heat loss from the breeze. So you're not going to have too much dead air space between you and the ground, basically. With my bug net over this, that does seem to help me retain my heat a little bit more. I was actually just using this down at the Pathfinder School when I was helping with a class. First time I was ever running this specific setup down there, and I noticed when I would slide the bug net over me that my temperature would be a little bit higher than what the air would be on the back side of my hammock here. So that was something pretty interesting. So that's just kind of how I prefer to hang my hammock. I'd love to hear how you guys prefer to hang your hammocks, what you guys do for warmth outside of putting an underquilt, because we all know that's a good way to keep the heat in there. But it being June, almost July, I'm not too worried about having an underquilt. I do have my Swagman roll. If it does drop too low tonight, it's only supposed to be about 64 degrees, so I'm not too worried about it getting too cold tonight. So this bug net does have a ridge line on it. So basically all I do is I find one of these loops, tie it off, and then do the same thing on the other side. So with the bug net on there, that ridge line does sit a little low, but once I get in it here, it kind of works out a little bit. Simply pull it up right over you. Just grab the cinch cord at the top here. This is a view of the bug net when both sides are fully cinched up. For me, I like this setup. I mean, I do prefer a hammock with a bug net integrated into it, which is why I'm in the market of finding another hammock. Hence why I looked at the War Bonnet Outdoors El Dorado, as well as that Hammock Gear zippered bug net hammock that they offer, because I'd like to have something that's all in one system. This works perfectly fine for me. I just like to find something that's a little bit more what I'm looking for. So typically above my hammock, I would run my War Bonnet Outdoors Superfly tarp. There's not a very high chance of rain tonight. There may be a thunderstorm or a rain shower tonight, but it's not a very high percentage. So I'm not going to worry about putting that up right now. Plus it's pretty warm up, so I don't want to put it up yet. If it does happen to rain tonight, I will jump out of my hammock, string that up quickly, because it doesn't take very long to put up at all. So I got the shelter set up for the night. It's about just after 5:30 now. We have sundown at about 3 hours. So what I want to concentrate on doing is getting some firewood so we can have a fire tonight before I start cooking up grub. So I spent some time collecting a little bit of firewood. I don't need a whole lot since I don't need it to burn all night, and I don't need a cooking fire or anything like that, just something to relax around. What I plan on making for dinner is this O'Meal's pepperoni pizza. Got 2 slices inside of here. I actually scooped this up when I was last in Jackson, Ohio, helping out at the Pathfinder School. I just popped in Walmart one night, picking up some few odds and ends. Wandered in the camping section, they actually had these there. They don't even carry these by my Walmart, and I live outside of a larger city, definitely larger than Jackson. So let's give these a shot. It's basically just MRE. Let's get this pizza going. What we got to do here. Pizzas come in Mylar packages, and then we have the heater here. Take that heater out, position that so both of those slices will be around there. Then we just got to add water. There she goes. Pizza steaming in here for about 10 minutes now. It calls for 3 to 5 minutes, but I went a little longer just to be safe. You see all that steam coming out of there. Alright, so we got one out. Let's tear this open. There we got our O'Meal's pizza. Basically just the same thing that comes out of an MRE. We'll say it does not quite look like the picture on the thing, but hopefully it tastes pretty good. I'm going to enjoy this pizza here before the bugs get too crazy around here. Once I finish up dinner, I'll come back with you guys with something else. Well, we kind of struck out on that pizza from O'Meals. It was good, just not quite what was pictured on the front of the packaging. There definitely was not anywhere close to as much toppings on there. So that is something I would love to see O'Meals kind of correct. I know when you're kind of mass producing stuff like that, that's kind of hard to always get consistent. But if they match up a little bit closer, that would be pretty good. But hopefully we can make up for it. I do have O'Meals s'mores cookies, so let's get this going. So you heat up the s'mores cookies the same exact way as you do the pizza. If I can actually open the packaging correctly. Just like the pizza, got them in the Mylar foil. Got your heating element. So while those cookies are heating up, I want to go ahead and get a little bit of a fire going. Got those cookies nice and warm. Want this first one basically warmed up. They're kind of crumbly. But it does make up for that pizza. These are pretty damn good. I'm gonna let the other one sit in there while I eat on this one. Come back with you guys in a little bit. Just a little fire going. It's pretty hot out today. I think I got up to like 82, 84, somewhere right around there. It's finally just starting to kind of cool down. So I've been super warm all day long, so I didn't really want to get too much of a fire going, just something to relax around for a couple hours. I'm just going to chill out here for a while, and I'll bring you guys back in before I crash out for the night. So I just threw the last of the firewood on the fire. I'm gonna wait for this to burn down. It's about 11 o'clock now, so I'd imagine about in the next hour or so it'll be down enough to where I can go crash out. We'll catch up in the morning. Morning, everyone. Been a pretty slow morning so far. It's just after 6:30 now. I woke up probably about quarter after 5. Slept pretty good last night. There was something splashing around in the creek right behind me for a good 30-45 minutes last night, so it took me a while to get to sleep with that going on. Hanging out last night, seen a raccoon climbing up the tree right in front of me here, probably no more than 20 yards in front of me here. I did get some footage of that, so I'm sure you've seen that spliced in already. But basically what I wanted to do this morning over coffee was just talk a little bit about the channel, some things that I want to start bringing out, and just kind of general state of things. So first off, I want to thank Sean Kelly, Corporal's Corner, for the shout outs he's done for me in the past couple of weeks. It's really helped a lot of new people come to the channel, which I greatly appreciate. Excuse me, I got something in my eye here. That growth is much appreciated from not only the subscribers but him as well for using his channel to kind of promote me for people to come check out. With that being said, what I want to do with big influx of new subscribers is I wanted to do a 3K mystery giveaway. So with that, I want to reach that 3K mark for subscribers. Once I hit that benchmark, I want to do a mystery giveaway. So the amount of people that are going to win and the items that you're going to win, I'm not going to reveal until I draw those winners and announce those prizes. But they will be something, like a hat or some sort of outdoor related gear, something along those lines, just to say thank you for subscribing to my channel, supporting what we all do in this community with survival, preparedness, camping, all of that. Just trying to give back more than I'm taking from the community. It is a big thing for me. That's why I'm pursuing to become a wilderness survival instructor at the Pathfinder School, is so I can help people gain skills or confidence that they didn't have before showing up for a class, or didn't think that they could achieve while they were in the class. I've been at a few classes now and helped out, and always seeing that is really inspiring and something that I really enjoy doing. And I hope to continue doing that for the rest of my life. So with the channel, outside of the giveaway, I kind of want to start ramping things up, start getting out some more gear reviews. I've been testing out a lot of gear lately. I want to do another one of the MRE recipe videos. I know my last one was kind of slow going. Excuse the smoke. Just trying to keep some of the bugs away from me. But I have a few more ideas with those MRE recipes that I think people are gonna like. I watch a lot of the MRE reviews on YouTube. I find them interesting. They come across some really interesting MREs, and I really hope to check out some of those, especially some of the European ones down the road. My hammock setup, that performs pretty well for me. I would prefer to have my bug net incorporated in my hammock. Just makes life a little bit easier. So if you guys have any recommendations on a hammock and any other components of the hammock setup that I should be checking out that are going to be lightweight, help me save a little bit of weight there, let me know down in the comment section below. I'd greatly appreciate those recommendations. I'll definitely check out all of them. But yeah, guys, I really don't have too much else going on right now. It's been a pretty slow period with my security contracting job, so there's not a whole lot going on there. So I'm hoping to get out again this upcoming week for another overnighter, test out a different shelter this time. I have a few shelters sitting at the house waiting to be tested. If there's anything specific that you guys would like me to do and plan an overnighter with, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. I really want to make sure that we're hitting things that you guys are interested in as well. So I hope you guys like this overnight trip. Just wanted to get out quick, just kind of hang out, relax a little bit. I've been kind of going pretty steady the last couple of weeks here, so definitely wanted to get out, get another overnight adventure out for you guys. Do me a favor, if you like the video, like and subscribe down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, shoot them down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to check me out on my Instagram and my Facebook. I would say Twitter, but I'm not on there too often, so you might not really get me. You might get something from Instagram on there, but that's about it. But definitely check me out there. I just try to stay pretty consistent on there. As always, guys, it's been Paul with Adaptable Survival. Adapt your mind, your body, and your gear.